Hey Cancer, Ali from Indigo Ascension. Welcome to your weekly quick read for the week beginning December the 14th through to the 20th. Massive week. I want to call these readings the walk through the pillars, the light activation as we work with this 12-12 energy into the 21st of the 12th. Now, kicking off this week is a powerful total solar eclipse and new moon in Sagittarius. Ending this week is the great conjunction of Saturn and Jupiter in Aquarius right on solstice. So to say that this week is intense, or at least very significant, is the words I would like to use. This is the activation of the light self that is calling us into the future timelines that we have intuitively sensed we have been working our way towards with all of our dedicated discipline and working through our shadow selves this year. This is the culmination of all of the retrogrades. This is a culmination of all of the energies of the months of this year. You know, we kick this off with 12-12. 12-12 is a massive gateway that takes us into solstice, which takes us into the 21st of the 12th. This year there's some huge stuff happening in that window of time with the solar eclipse, with kicking off that new solar cycle of Sagittarius and Gemini after we let go of Cancer and Capricorn earlier this year. Last week's readings focused on the karmic, dropping the karmic timelines, okay? To here we are. We're in between the pillars and we're about to step through. What is it that we've surrendered? What is those pillars representative of for us? I have two cards in the tarot that you may or may not have noticed in your readings this year. One is the Chariot, the other is the High Priestess. This symbolism of light and dark, yin and yang. Our dark experiences and our light experience. This is very a potent indication, or a potent symbol to use to sort of highlight where we're at this week. It's about looking at what those pillars represent to us on our own unique path. So I'll pull a soul card to represent one pillar, and I'll pull a soul card to represent the other pillar. And certainly one pillar might represent our shadows, the other pillar might represent our light. Okay, how do we bring that energy together so that we can come into union, which is about full acceptance, full knowing, which ultimately then is about birthing the new. Birthing the new is that step through the pillars. It is that stepping up into that next elevation of self, of path, of purpose. And that can apply to love, that can apply to self, your healing, your health goals, your business goals, whatever the case may be. It literally is unique to us all. You guys are birthing a whole new relationship with this energy of denial. Perhaps it ties into your intuition. Perhaps it ties into not acknowledging your intuition the minute it starts speaking to you. And certainly in doing so, it ultimately affects your creative energy. This is about birthing a whole new sacral chakra. It is from the sacral chakra that we house our creative abilities, our reproductive abilities. This is our creative life force. The denial card talks about I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with the insight of awareness. Denial is just another form of fear, and maybe you are birthing a whole new relationship that you have previously had with denial. When you step through the pillars of death and abundance, maybe Cancer, in many ways, these challenges on the surface you have had with denial was ultimately about bringing to death, seeing a metamorphosis in the realms of what this concept of abundance means for you, and how it ultimately was blocking that sacral chakra and producing more of. Yeah? This is about stepping through the pillars of transformation. Maybe your path has been very deeply transformative since you were leading the North Node, okay? Because we are now stepping into a new ecliptical cycle with Gemini and Sagittarius. Maybe a lot has shifted internally within you, and this is the last little dregs. I'm not going to demean this energy, but perhaps denial isn't much, like it felt surface to me. And it also feels like it is a block. When you deny yourself new perceptions around what abundance could be for you, when you deny yourself what needs to be put to death, ultimately will block you from creating new life in that little garden, or whatever the case may be. Maybe, you know, as a Cancer, you find it hard to let things completely go because you have fears about regrets. Maybe this is in the realms of relationships, but there's been a lot of wisdoms that you have gained, okay, from the wisdom of adversity. So So this is about birthing a whole new perception and experience of what this energy of denial has ultimately blocked within you or kept you held back in old karmic storylines, repeating karmic loops perhaps. And in stepping through these two pillars, you naturally, I feel like this is the phoenix rising, and here's your abundance. Don't deny yourself. Why are you denying yourself your divine right to abundance? Simply because you have to go through a metamorphosis. 1, 2, 3. Karmic endings, change and abundance, higher principles, marriage, commitment, institutions. This is the relationship you have with your higher self. This is that next level of self. Next year is actually a 5-year. Next year is going to require you embrace a stronger relationship with your higher self, okay? So that you can genuinely experience this Wheel of Fortune energy, abundance. But first, you must truly put to death whatever the old means for you, the old version of yourself. Old connections, old storylines, regrets. What are you denying that you haven't actually fully let go of? That could be patterning, that could be communication style, connection style. Literally this could be anything. The way in which you house and hold denial and regret, so that your relationships are being nurtured in such a way that you experience adversity. I feel like I hit something on the head there. Okay? There is an ending here. But with this ending simultaneously comes this launch, this metamorphosis. And you got 2 major arcana cards out of a possible 3 cards. Okay, abundance is unique to us all. When you fully embrace an abundant relationship with your higher self, you will experience a change in fortune. The wheel changes for you. It turns for you. If you know in yourself, Cancer, that you are still experiencing this push-pull energy when it comes to completely letting go old situations, karmic patterning, deceptions, okay? There's something here that needs to be put to death, and it could be old betrayals from the past, it could be current situations, it could be something that you feel like is going to take a little bit of courage. You'll know in yourself, okay, what you choose to commit to and what you want moving forward. I feel like it's even going to take you into, October was significant this year, as far as key time frames, and into May and July next year as far as what you can grow and build for yourself. But I feel I'm connecting into many Cancerians that there is this death and rebirth energy within your current timelines, and if you step through that pillars, you know that you have to let that go completely without regret in order to step into this new abundance, to step into this next level of your timeline, next level of your experience. Tricky. I am learning that endings are merely beginnings. I am a limitless being, and I can manifest whatever I desire in this physical reality. I know that I cannot change the past. I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with the insight of awareness. All relationships, all experiences, all past learning classrooms are of purpose. But as we choose to step through the pillars, the only thing we can take with us is no longer carrying the weight of that, but just the memory of the wisdom, and integrating that into our path, Cancer. This might even be a longer story as far as patterning goes for the last 17 years, 7 years, 10 years. Okay? Much love to you, my friend. It's like, do you want to win the lotto? Well, you've got to do this. And I feel like I'm connecting into 80% of Cancers that are like, although it doesn't seem like a hard choice to make, it does feel like one. Okay, there are definitely situations in your life that are coming to an end. A chapter has significantly closed. Maybe I'm connected to many Cancerians that have worked with the karmic crossroads significantly already. Okay, but with endings there is guaranteed massive new abundant beginnings. Alrighty, my friend, connecting to higher self always, and certainly that is the key relationship for next year, being a 5-year, which is all about expansion, excitement, travel, and growth. Until next time, Cancer, if you'd like to book a personal reading, please note I have temporarily paused bookings for that until after the 21st. So, but I do have gift vouchers available. You can find that at the link above in the bio link. And if you're watching on YouTube, that same link is below in the description box. But please note, I will be launching new products, relaunching personal readings and distant healings. And yeah, like I said, new products and services within the next 6 weeks anyhow. All right, my friend, have an amazing week. Until next time, take care.